the 4th of June 1945, a Beaufort bomber crashed into the Eskdale Spur. This is the story of my search to find the wreckage. And we're into some really steep country now. What's up everybody, it's Justin here with All Things Outdoors, and it is getting cooler here in southeast Australia at the moment, so I've got a bit of a different adventure for you guys this time, so let's get to it right away. So with the cooler weather, camping gets a little bit problematic in that you need to bring a lot of warm stuff with you, obviously to keep warm in the cooler months, and also the potential for bringing heat sources or source of heat to heat a tent. In my case, I brought along a diesel heater. Whether I need it or not this trip, we'll see. I've come down into the Kiewa Valley today for a truck camping adventure with a little bit of a twist. Now tomorrow morning I'm going to go in search of an aircraft crash site, which is up here on Eskdale Spur, just to the south of us, where back in 1945 a Beaufort bomber on a navigation training exercise crashed with 4 men on board, and unfortunately they all died in that crash. So we're going to be doing a little bit of four-wheel driving. I don't believe it's too hard to drive up there, but then we've got about a 500 metre hike in quite steep terrain to go and try and find this crash site. So my accommodations for this trip is my newly purchased King's awning tent. I already had the awning, which is a 2x2 awning, but the smallest awning tent that King's had was 2x2.5. So you'll notice there's a bit of a sag at the back end here, but it's alright because it's the right width, so it's it should be very comfortable. Now I've also got myself a new sleeping bag, so I've got a Big Game C6 by Coleman, which is rated for comfort down to -6 degrees Celsius, and the extreme rating is -17.8 degrees Celsius. So it's supposed to get down to about 6 degrees tonight, so this may even be slightly on the warm side, so we'll give it a try anyway. I really like, because it's actually quite a bit wider as well. The sleeping position I prefer, I like to spread out a little bit, and I hate being confined by those sort of mummy type sleeping bags. So this one's a metre wide, and it comes with a pillow as well. So really keen to try this one out tonight and see how it goes. Well, now that camp's all set up, there's nothing better to do now but crack a beer. Let's get one. On the menu tonight, I'm going to make a chicken and cashew stir fry, and I've bought chicken thigh fillets with me because they're way more tasty than breasts, so get those chopped up. And then I'm going to throw in some Hokkien noodles, so I'll have to boil up some water and stick these in there to sort of cook them. They're already cooked, but to heat them up, and I'll throw them in with the stir fry, so let's get to it. Oh yeah, chicken and cashew with thigh fillets and noodles, Hokkien noodles. How good's that? Oh, chicken thighs make all the difference, I swear to God. So I've got some concerns about tomorrow morning. A, am I going to get permission to drive up the track through that private land to be able to access where the crash site is? And B, am I even going to be able to find the crash site? So the reading I've done online says that it's quite difficult to find. Obviously it's in bush and there's probably not a lot of it left at the moment, but I've got the GPS coordinates and I'm going to plot them into my Garmin Phoenix 6S GPS watch and see if I can locate it that way. But apparently there's like a bit of a blaze trail, but I don't know what it's like these days because the information I've got is about 7 years old. So we'll at least try and get up there and see how we go, and if we can find it, fantastic. Well, I've burnt all the wood that I brought with me, so I thought I'd jump into the tent now. It's nearly 9 o'clock. I might just lay here in the new sleeping bag and watch some YouTube videos prior to falling asleep, but need a good night's sleep so that I can get up fresh tomorrow and get at that drive and then hike into where this crash site is. Hopefully all the stars align for us tomorrow and we can go and find it. So see you guys in the morning. So I'm still learning how to use the diesel heater. I found that I've had to turn the temperature right down to about 12 degrees so that it's not too hot inside the tent. I had it up at 18 when I first started this morning in bed and it got way too warm in there, so probably for this space about 12 degrees. If I've got it in the caravan it might be a little bit warmer, but all in all very happy being able to lay in bed, hit the remote and have instant heat. Fantastic. So I'm just going to get up in a minute, cook some breakfast, make a coffee, then start to pack camp down. Because it's Sunday morning, I don't want to get up there too early to ask for permission from the landowner, because that would be a bit rude rocking up so early on a Sunday morning. So I'll just take my time, get up there at a reasonable hour and see if I can get permission to go across their land and up the track to the aircraft crash site. I didn't do too badly. Right, time to pack up. I think we'll do it the easy way this morning. Man, that was easy. Why doesn't everyone do it like that? Right then, let's go and see how we go with getting access to this crash site. I just spoke to a lovely older couple who weren't too worried about me barging in on their place early on a Sunday morning. They said that this access has actually been closed off by the new owners of the land back here. So, but they've given me a tip to go down to Bay Creek, which is the next intersection down the Gundaring Road here, and they reckon that you can get access through that way, but they reckon it's a little bit dicey and steep in spots, so we can only go down and check it out and see if we can get in through that way. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but we're into some really steep country now, and I'm a bit concerned because I'm on my own. I don't have my recovery gear with me, and if I get stuck, I'm going to be up the creek. So I'm just going to travel up here a little bit further, and then depending on how I feel, I might turn around and just call it for another day. It's not worth getting stuck and getting potentially into danger. To look for it. I'll just have to do some better research next time to find the best way to get to this place. Oh well, let's go and try this slope. Well, it flattens out a little bit here, so I might go just a little bit further, and if it gets steep again, I might have to turn around and call it a day, but I'll have to make that decision before I start going up it, well, because then I'll be committed and I'll have to do another section, so we'll see how we go. Again, the camera angle doesn't do it justice, but this section's just as steep, if not steeper than the last one, so I think I'm going to back up to that pad at the top there, turn around and call it for another day. Gotta love the descent control. Don't even have my foot touching the brake. It's working hard though. You can hear it. Not do this steep slope justice. It's a bit of a pucker factor, I reckon.
Continue on Bay Creek track for 1.5 kilometres.
Yes, I'm doing that. Oh, over we go. Ease up, ease up, ease up. This is probably the steepest slope I've ever driven in this car. Ease it over the washout so it doesn't run away. Oh, I'm leaning on the steering wheel right now. That is steep. You know it's steep when you're hanging your seatbelt like a sling, that's for sure. The beauty about these modern four-wheel drives with their electronic four-wheel drive engagement is you shift it back to neutral, take it out of 4 low, back into drive, and then you're back in 4 high. And the good thing is you can shift between 4 high and 2 high without even stopping. folks, I'm a bit annoyed that we didn't get to the crash site today, but I'm making it my mission to get there in the next week or two. It'll have to be a day trip for that, but I'm going to get there, so that'll be a part 2 to this video. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really did. It was nice to get out in the King's awning tent and test it out, as well as testing out the diesel heater and a lot of other equipment like the new sleeping bag. So thanks guys for watching, and see you later.